Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is get my client's hair wet and start parting it out. And when you part it, you want to make sure you're parting it in the direction that it naturally wants to go. Because if you don't, then it's going to be really difficult for the hair to lay down. Alright, once you guys finish parting the hair out, now it's time to get rid of all the bulk. So here I have my 1.5 guard, I have it all the way open, and I'm going to begin to remove the bulk. For this haircut, I don't want to completely buzz off the side, just because I want to leave enough length for me to be able to lay the hair down. So what I did was grab my clipper of a comb and started blending in the side to the top. Alright, now that we got rid of all the bulk, now it's time to begin the fade. And what I always like to do is I always grab my trimmers and then I begin my first guideline. Now grab your shavers and begin to ball them out. Now for this haircut, I am using my Oster fast feeds, and I'm starting it off with the no guard all the way open, and I'm going up about an inch. Now if you've seen all my other videos, you could see that I have two main clippers that I use, which are the cordless magic clips and these Oster fast feeds. I think both of them are great clippers, and to me they're probably the best I've ever used. Now I have my Oster fast feeds all the way closed, and I'm gonna begin to blend in the bottom line. Now open up your blade halfway and then finish blending in the bottom line. Now I have my zero guard, and I'm going to create my new guideline by going up half an inch. Now the next step is to get rid of the bottom line, so what I'm going to do is grab my zero guard, close the lever all the way, and begin to blend in the bottom line. So my zero guard didn't fully get rid of the bottom line, so what I did was just took my zero guard off, opened it up all the way, and began playing with the lever. If the open with no guard didn't take it all the way out, I kind of closed it up a little bit and just played with it with the corner. Now I have my number one guard, and we're basically going to be doing the same thing by going up about half an inch all the way open. Then you want to close it up all the way and then start working out the bottom line. Now I have my number two guard, and I'm basically gonna start blending in the side to the top, whatever didn't get blended in with the one all the way open or the clipper over comb. Now you want to separate the hair once again just to get it ready to cut in the line. And as you guys can see, by parting it nice and straight, it gives you a nice guide for when you're getting ready to cut it in. All you got to do is just basically trace the line. Now to get them ready to line them up, you always want to separate the long hair with the short hair. So here I'm basically pulling the hair back and using some duck clips to kind of get the long hair out of the way. Also with the lineup, I always like to trim down the baby hairs, and right here I have my number 1 guard all the way closed, and I'm basically gonna kind of taper in a way, just basically flicking out just to trim out the little baby hairs. Now for the lineup, I am using my wall heroes, and when I start my lineup, I always start in the middle and then just kind of work my way to the left side, and then once I finish the left side, I go back to the center and work my way onto the right side, try to make the lineup as straight as possible. when you start to blow dry the hair, you don't only want to blow dry the top, but you also want to blow dry the side. I like to blow dry the side just to help it lay down a little bit more. Once you finish blow drying and the hair is all dry, I always like to go over the haircut with the thinning shears. And basically what I'm doing is just looking around to see if there's any bulk that I do not want on the haircut, and I'm basically just kind of thinning out that section of the hair. Now to style his hair, I'm using the Red One pomade, and when you apply pomade to the hair, you once again, you don't want to just put it to the top. You also want to apply it to the side, just to help it lay down a little bit more. And once you apply it, you want to grab your comb and start working that pomade all the way in, and kind of shape the comb over to however you like it. But other than that, YouTube, that was the cut. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not already. Also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Zapeta the Barber. That way you guys can see what video I'm gonna upload next, and also kind of ask me any questions that you guys may have. But until next time, I'm out.
days. Digital clock, see what it physically say. Now we sipping this paint, uplifted the rank. I pull out 30K when I dip in the bank.